Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we've kind of got a chill one. I've took myself to a forest, literally. It's about a 15-minute drive kind of from where I live. I've just came here to just go for a wee dander. Kind of a wee chat to the camera. I haven't posted a YouTube video in a good while. Yeah, I kind of want to just, explain where I'm at in life, where things are. This will be a really kind of chilled out kind of video, so if you want to just hear what's going on in my life and you don't really, have much else to do, you may as well go and grab a cup of tea or coffee or something, put the feet up and sit and watch this if you're somewhat interested in what I'm doing with my life. So, well, where do we start? So, I think we'll start with my training, because my training seems to be the thing that's kind of annoying me the most at the minute. Obviously, I've entered a 3,000 metre race indoor in 9 days time. I've also got an outdoor road 3k in just under a month's time, or just around a month's time. My training's been next to nothing really. I'll insert a photo of my Strava graph right here. That is what I'm dealing with right now. It's like a mountain range. You've got massive spikes and you've got really big lows. I'll explain this week what's really happened this week. I have had a cold, but it's I can't really describe it. It's like a sinusy cold. So my nose is blocked, my throat's sore. I was coughing a lot, but the coughing seems to have disappeared a wee bit. So I kind of got that on Sunday night-ish, and then Monday I felt rubbish. Tuesday I felt rubbish. Yesterday I started to feel a bit better, and today I do feel a bit better again on top of that. But I've had another thing that's just kind of started the past couple of days, is something to do with my wisdom teeth. I don't really know, but it's I think obviously they're growing, but they're growing into my cheek, and it's really sore. So I'm gonna have to get that looked at. So this week's just been an absolute disaster, really. Yeah, so training wise, I was doing training last week and I was training pretty well. Went to my session, did my session well, coach was happy, did my long run on Sunday, everything was grand. And yeah, I don't know, it kind of just plummeted this week, everything just went downhill. I did have a cough kind of over Christmas time, but I kind of just firmed it. Well, I didn't exactly firm it because it ended up me getting quite a bad cold, so I don't really know. My dad's recommended that I don't run, because if I run, I'm just going to start it up again. I might as well try and get rid of it, and then it's gone, So that's kind of what we're dealing with in terms of the cold, running, stuff like that. The other kind of major thing going on right now is my work. So before I was working quite a lot. I was working in retail. Well, I still do work in retail, but I was working almost full-time retail. And since the start of the new year, they've cut everyone's hours down, and obviously I don't have as much hours, anywhere near as much hours. So I'm only working 2 days a week, which is mental. But so I have a load of spare time that I'm just well, what do I do? And I'm trying to fill that spare time, but I'm also trying to look to see if I can work anywhere else or stuff like that. But then I'm thinking, if I have more spare time, I can use that on my own business, and I can use that on my video editing, my YouTube making and stuff that I really enjoy and that I want to make a career out of eventually. So I'm sitting going, well, what can I do? So I can't exactly tell you too much because I'm working for other people, but I have 2 projects going on at the moment. One of them is a lot more work than the other one. One of them I'm filming and editing. The other one I'm just editing, but the one where I'm just editing, I'm doing more videos, if that makes sense. In reality, really, they're kind of the same. They kind of balance out the same amount of workload. I'm able to get them done fairly quickly, and it's not that I'm rushing them. It's more they're not that difficult to make, and I obviously want to get better and better and better and better, obviously. And I feel like I need to put more time into just practicing, rather than doing the best I can do now. Maybe I should take more time to sit and practice different things to implement into them that I haven't learnt before, to obviously make myself better, which is definitely what I need to do. It's just learning new things and taking the time to sit down and do it. Obviously I have the time, but it's it is honestly just a little bit of laziness. like learning really hard new skills that obviously would benefit me, but yeah, it's just kind of long. So yeah, I suppose I could implement that too. So I've got them 2 projects and they're filling up quite a lot of time, but other than that, it's just kind of me really. Hence why I've took myself for a walk on a Thursday afternoon, you know. I've applied for uni. I applied for digital media production, which is kind of like camera operating, sound operating, video editing, that whole type of jazz. To be honest, I should get in. The grades on the UCAS website say I should get in. Yeah, I mean, I'm still not 100% sure if I'll go, because I feel like if I work on that stuff myself and I get better at my video editing by myself, I won't have to spend $4,500 a year, you know. So I'm just trying to weigh it up. Obviously, a lot of you follow me on YouTube and TikTok and whatever because I run, because you enjoy my running stuff. So I'll kind of talk a little bit more about what I'm planning to do in 2026 with running. Obviously, I'd set the goal of breaking 9 minutes. I put up a few things on my TikTok. I was going to do that. Obviously, not a great start to that, where I've got sick and my teeth are a mess. I don't know. So don't really know what I'm doing with that. The goal is obviously at some point to break 9 minutes. The goal was also to break 16 minutes at some point, but neither of them are looking likely at the moment. In terms of ultimately in the year, I want to break 16. I want to break 9. I want to get as close to 4 minutes for 1500 as I can, and I'd love to go under 2 minutes a couple times again. I'd like that to be the norm now when I go and do an 800, that I know I can run sub 2. It's just how far under 2 can I run. Obviously that just doesn't happen overnight. Like, I need to train, but again, with training, I need to make sure that my diet's right, I need to make sure that my sleep's right, and make sure that I'm creating enough time for myself and I'm not rushing things. I do that a lot. I don't know if you've been end up doing this as well, but you kind of have so much on your plate and you don't plan it out right, so you just kind of rush it off by what things are easiest to do first, and then you forget about the big things and they kind of just accumulate. For instance, I'll know, oh, I've training today and I've worked tonight, so, and then I might have a couple of things of video editing to do, so I do the video editing because that's easy enough. I go for my runs, easy enough, and then by the time it turns around to work, I haven't eaten enough today. I definitely haven't drank enough today. I probably haven't stretched after my run, and it's like I'm kind of just forgetting things that I really need to do, and those things will bring me on as a runner, and I kind of just forget about them. And yeah, like, if I know if I want to get better, I need to do them, but it's always been a wee habit of mine to just let them slip because it's easier to do so. So I need to start really being more disciplined in that area, where I make sure that I get enough sleep, I make sure that I eat enough calories, because I do eat enough calories. Quite often I do eat enough calories, but it's all the wrong stuff, and I need to start eating healthier options, stuff like that. More, I want to say more meal prep, but I don't really need to do that because, like, I'm lucky enough where every single night I'll sit down to a good dinner. So it's more just the eating breakfast, making sure I eat lunch, fueling just after a run, you know, getting my protein in, stuff like that. It's little things I need to account myself for, and I'm gonna, in this year, that's one of the things I'm really gonna focus on, alongside obviously the career aspect. By the way, I'm just gonna stop here. I don't know if you have ever been here. If you're from where I live, this is so cool, like unreal. I'm stood on a bridge at the minute. This river is class. Like, seriously, this place is so cool. Anyway, sidetrack. Now I've got a massive hill to walk up. Yeah, so this year I really want to focus on them little kind of things as well as my career. So finally, I just want to say about my YouTube stuff. I really want to bring on my YouTube this year. I started alright on my YouTube, and then I kind of let it slip, and then recently I've really let it slip. And to be honest, it's because, first of all, it's almost like I've been in my own head, kind of scared about what my future's going to bring, to the point where I've actually just disregarded the little hobbies that I like, that I should keep doing, because realistically, like, me just being static's not going to do anything for me. If I just keep doing the little things I enjoy, and then on top of that start thinking about other things, first of all I'll keep myself busy, and I'll still stay happy with the stuff I'm doing. So I need to keep posting YouTube videos. I have a few ideas. I kind of want to start doing a little bit more vlog style stuff. Maybe not like a series, if that makes sense. I feel like series can get a little bit too much of a pressure on me, because I feel like I have to film all the time. I might start dedicating like a day to record and then post. Like make a good YouTube video idea, go plan it out, get it done. But I do enjoy my vlogs. Like I do enjoy these. These are good fun. This one obviously is did all in one take pretty much, so it's a little bit different to the Project 15 stuff where it was over the space of like 4 days, 5 days. So I originally planned to get a coffee when I come out here, because I saw there was a coffee place in this little town, and I was like, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get a coffee, I'm gonna take it with me on my walk. The place is closed. It's closed until the 9th of January. Like, who closes that long after Christmas and New Year's? Like, come on. Yeah, so I'm a day too early, so nightmare. I think there's another place though, and I do remember it saying it was open, so I'll go there instead. But yeah, no, I was really looking forward to that. Kind of annoyed me a little bit, but sure. Lastly, I kind of want to just end this segment by asking yous in general, is there anything you want to see, or any ideas you think I would be good at on YouTube, or anything you think that like you've seen other people do that you think I could have a good go at myself? Obviously I've got my own ideas, don't want to spoil them because that just defeats the whole purpose, but yeah, if there's anything you think, like any challenges you think I could do. I want to start implementing more parkruns this year. I feel like parkruns are a really good way of making YouTube videos for me. Like a parkrun's a great thing for me to do. This year I want to try a 10k. Never done a 10k before. I've always kind of just stuck to 5k as the maximum I'll race, but I want to try a 10k. You know, if I get fit kind of around September time, I wouldn't mind going smashing out a 10k, and you know, seeing how I am, I might do cross country again this year. I don't know. I really don't know. Depends what shape I'm in, you know. I really didn't enjoy cross country off the back of last year. Man, it was so bad. But I think it was bad because I just wasn't training. And yeah, obviously doing anything when you're underprepared for, it's like doing a test in school when you're not prepared, and you go in and you failed it and you're like, oh, that was so bad. Like, it's the same with cross country, you know. Especially whenever you have done it before and you've been pretty good at it, and then you come back and now you're just kind of, you know what I mean? But I only have myself to blame, you know. Obviously I've had a lot that happened last year. Obviously my skin was a major problem last year, still a problem. Happened last night again, like really badly. But I need to reorder my prescription, get it continuously coming to me, and then obviously I'll have it all the time and it should be on top of it. Main thing for 2026 for me is going to be discipline. Discipline in running, discipline in, you know, staying on top of that medicine for my skin, dedication and discipline to YouTube stuff, dedication, discipline to, you know, video editing and focusing on making my business work. It's all them little kind of things, you know. But I do need to stay more disciplined, because with discipline I'll get experience, I'll get consistency, and then it'll become easy, and then I'll do it all the time, and it should work out fine. So that's what 2026 should bring if I keep my head in the right place and I get it done. Hope you enjoyed this style of video. You know, it's a bit different, a bit more relaxed. I get to kind of just explain where everything's at. So, you know, because I went to them cross countries. I went to the All Ireland cross countries, and I had a couple of guys coming up to me. I never actually got to shout them out. I think they run for Ace. Honestly, I'm not actually sharing their names. I think one of them's called Owen. So there's your shout out. They come up to me at the All Irelands and they were just talking to me, and they're like, I really like your videos. And I see, it was at that point I was like, I haven't even been making videos recently, but they obviously mean something to some people. They're always like, I quite like this guy. So I do need to, I feel like I owe it to them, you know. Even though it's only a few people, I feel like I owe it to them, and it keeps me more disciplined. So it's nice. And if you like my YouTube videos and stuff, and you see me come and tell me, because it actually means a lot, and it will also motivate me to post more, because sometimes I feel like I'm posting to nobody, but in actual fact, a lot of people actually enjoy it. So yeah, I'll get this video posted tonight and watch some movies, and yeah, that's kind of it. So I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Probably going to be about the indoor 3K race. Had the whole idea of breaking 9. Obviously, I made a thumbnail and stuff, and I put it up, and people said it was good and whatever, but you know, I don't really like the idea of a series. Like, I don't. I kind of want to just make YouTube videos on the event. So I'll bring a camera with me, make a video on it, and then I don't get it, I'll do it again, blah blah blah. That's just kind of how it'll work. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and have a good 2026.